Blessed is the man who perseveres unto trial, because when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. James 1:12. The Bible has a lot to say about the fruit of perseverance in a Christian's life. There are many examples of those who persevered unto trial, and they were all richly rewarded. There was Abraham, Joseph, Moses, and Elisha, who were all rewarded for hanging in there. So often people give up when they should have gone just a little bit longer in their trial. So often we can get second best instead of winning first prize. An example in real life is the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb by the explorer Howard Carter, who was searching for an intact pharaoh's tomb in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. He started his search in 1909, backed by the millionaire Lord Carnarvon, to the tune of $2 million. There was a lot of dust, disappointment, blood, sweat and tears as they kept finding tombs that had been emptied by grave robbers over the centuries. The dig was halted during World War I and nearly canned by the sponsor, Lord Carnarvon. Carter persuaded him to allow him one more season in his quest. His perseverance paid off, for in 1922 they found Tutankhamun's intact tomb full of amazing treasures. When they finally dug down to the sealed entrance door, Howard made a small opening and held a candle through the gloom to see what was there. When asked what he could see, he replied with these famous words, "I see wonderful things." The tomb was filled with amazing riches that the modern world had never seen before, hidden from human eyes for over 3,200 years. It took 10 years to meticulously bring all the treasures out of the tomb and have them itemized. This story is a great example of someone who didn't give up. Howard Carter became a famous name around the world back then and has fired up the imaginations of storytellers ever since. The Indiana Jones franchise and the Mummy movies were all inspired by Carter's find in Egypt. The National Treasure movies were also developed from this find as well. Sadly, things didn't end up well for Howard Carter. He had to give all the treasures he found to the Egyptian National Museum. He died back in England at 64 from Hodgkin's disease, with only a meagre estate worth £2,002. He never married, and hardly anyone attended his funeral. After all that he achieved in his life, it really was a sad ending. Those who follow Christ are promised a reward, not only in this life, but also in that which is to come if they persevere. So do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you'll receive what he has promised. Hebrews 10:35.